Hi, good evening. This is Thais Miller. I'm gonna be doing the third video blog, and this will be our last blog, which it's a little bit sad because I feel in this 3 to 4 weeks I learned a lot in this class and just learning from all of you guys' perspective. Um, I'm gonna go onto like the first style of my video blog that I did, which was just very just naturally spoken. I won't have an outline, but I will follow the questions. So the first question goes, in what ways do politics and politicians define U.S. immigration and policies? Well, throughout the readings, we saw this historical patterns of politicians using certain fear mongering tactics, certain tactics of divide and conquer. That way they could take out more profit in regards to expanding a white sentiment and expanding a hierarchy of races and a hierarchy of who was to belong and who was not to belong in this country. Um, from the Chinese immigrants, even from, I could take it all the way back to Christopher Columbus. He came into this land and down in Mexico and Central America and decided to politicize that whole area by demanding labor, by saying that these people were not Christians. From there on, we take it to colonial New England and their expansion of the slave trade and that same tactic as well. Using these people don't belong here, these people have to be our property because they are way inferior than the white race. Um, from there on, we have the Chinese immigrants, and every election that comes around, each politician seems to take into to their being the sentiment of, oh, I'm gonna point at these people as a scapegoat. That way, the public will know that I took all these profits for myself to enrich my friends instead of um, I'm just gonna be here scapegoating these people and making myself rich out of this divide and conquer situation. It happened all the way through the 20th century, even with the FDR, who people say he was very progressive. He was not progressive. He did the New Deal just to certain people, white people mainly. From there on, we have Nixon. We saw in the articles Carter, Ford, Senior Bush, Clinton with his expansion of the war on drugs, how he affected all that, how he saw to politicize immigration even after he was the one in charge of making all this destruction in their countries by enforcing an economic policy that still does not work till this day. All this combination of politics got us Donald Trump. We have this very painful racist history in this nation that has not been well accounted for, or just we have never learned from it. A second question is, why is social justice an important component of any immigration system? Social justice is a thing that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that has gotten us through historical moments throughout our nation. It's always been an ongoing fight between the has and have nots. The have nots have always pushed around. We always seem to get this backlash by politics, by economics, by just cultural divisions, by all these things. But in this moment where we thought the worst of America had happened when Donald Trump was elected, we saw the reemergence of all these movements from Black Lives Matter, um, from No Familias Separadas, No Don't Separate Families, from the Never Again movement, just all these things, which is very wonderful. 50 years, exactly 50 years to the day of 1968, 1969 with the anti-war and civil rights movement. It's something that I feel till I give my last breath, I'll be fighting for, and I hope I could be telling people about how important social justice is. The third question is, what did I learn throughout this course about the past and current immigration system in the U.S.? Well, by just getting to know all of you guys and reading and seeing and reading your comments, um, it just makes me so happy to know that we're all from this community that has such a enclave of history, especially immigration history, and how this history impacts the whole world and our nation, especially. Um, it is sad to know that this sentiment of whiteness still continues on. The politicization of our systems of just human right dignities are always abridged by corporations and profits, but it is what it is. I mean, change has been happening, and I'm very happy for it. But in this past 3 years, we can honestly say it's been hell and back. I'm ready for someone to take this presidency, but not even that. I'm ready for people to stand up as they have never ever done before. I mean, we are on the shoulders of all those people from the 1960s. That's all I could say. And I'm very happy I took this course. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.